Welcome to Russellville Cyclone basketball. Running a little bit behind because of the games that were played before this one. Most recently, Blytheville just took care of Harrison, and that game was going long. The game before that pushed them back a little bit. So we're about 14 minutes away from introductions and the tip-off as the Cyclones are taking on the Rogers Mounties, and it's being hosted here at Rogers Heritage. So home game, well, if you talk about the town, it's a home game, but not their home court. For the Rogers Mounties. This is the RVS Hoop Fest. Last time Russellville played in it, they went 3-0, and it was being hosted at Rogers High School. They're 1-1 to end this one this year, hoping to go 2-1 and pick up their second victory of the season. To do so, it's going to be tough, as Rogers has only lost one game this season. Again, we're about 13 and a half minutes away from the tip-off, and we'll take a break, let you watch the Cyclones get warmed up for tonight's game.
That might not go well.
Okay, they cut about 3 minutes off. They had the clock going. They cut about 3 minutes off, so we're about 90 seconds away from here in the starting lineups. Russell will be the visiting team playing Rogers. The Rogers Mounties at Rogers Heritage, crosstown rival of Rogers, but they're the final game for both teams in the Arvest Hoop Fest Classic here at Heritage High School. They alternate who hosts this matchup. Last year, I believe, did not host it because of COVID. The year before, Russellville won their division with a 3-0 record. They're 1-1 this year. Here, they picked up their first win on Thursday night and their first win of the season with a 64-51 win against Greene County Tech. They lost to Springfield Catholic out of Missouri, 66-55 last night, playing Rogers here today. Conway and Rogers Heritage will be the last matchup of this 3-day classic.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you once again to the campus of Heritage High School. We are ready for Game 3 here on Championship Saturday of the 16th Annual Arvest Hoop Fest. This game will feature the Russellville Cyclones taking on the Rogers Mountaineers. Have basketball in just a moment, but first we introduce the starting lineup for this game. We'll begin with the Cyclones from Russellville. Starting at guard is a 6-foot senior, number 1, Danye May. Also at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 2, Hayes Vines. At guard, a 5'11" senior, number 3, Grayson Sims. At forward, a senior, number 5, Marcus Jackson. And at forward, a 6'3", sophomore, number 23, Cameron Frazier. Cyclones are coached by Kyle Pennington. Now please welcome the starting lineup for the Rogers Mounties. A 6'1" senior, number 4, Will Liddell. A sophomore at 6'3", number 11, Rex Kraut. Number 22 is a 6'2" sophomore, Jansen Garner. A 6'1" junior, number 23, Nick Quinn. And another junior at 6 foot, number 24, Alonzo Porche. The Mounties are coached by Lamont Frazier.
All right, you heard the starting lineups there. Will Liddell, Rex Kraut, Jansen Gardner, Nick Quinn, and Alonzo Porge for Rogers. For the Cyclones, it'd be May, Vines, Sims, Marcus Jackson, and Cam Frazier. It'd be Frazier jumping center with Rex Kraut. The Cyclones will win the tip there. Russell in the road black uniforms, Rogers in their home whites. Got a chance to see Rogers play Alma in their opening game of the season, defeated Alma easily. Kept up like a 17-point lead in the first half in that game, won it easily. Get a foul called on the Mounties. It'll be on Nick Quinn. His first, and sends Danye to the free throw line. First free throw is good. Russellville 1-5 on the season, but they played some really tough teams. 3 really tough games in Republic, Missouri. We'll talk more about that. Prove that there's probably no tougher player on this team than Danye May, getting stitches in that contest. We do have a shot clock in this classic. It's 35-second shot clock. It's already down to 14. You can see it right above the backboard there, along with the game clock, which hopefully will be close to matching ours, but that one's official. This is Liddell, cut off there by Sims. Kraut back to Liddell. He's going to take a long-range 3 on the buzzer. No good. Nicely tipped there by Sims. Couldn't get the rebound, so he tipped it to Cam Frazier. Intercepted pass there by Rogers. If I accidentally call him Heritage, it's because the word Heritage is everywhere, but this is Rogers Mount. He's playing at Heritage Court. Russell played here last year for a boys and girls basketball game. I want to say we dropped both of them. It was only the second time that the Cyclones have played here. This is in the third, fourth, and fifth. This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Again, getting close to that shot clock violation. Russell leading it 2-0 behind Danye May's 2 free throws. Cam Frazier was cut off there. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Russell inbounded here along the right baseline. Pump fake, Cam going up strong. He can't get that one to go. Russell gets some good looks inside though on that one. There's a wide open 3 there. Very fortunate they missed that one. However, they get the offensive rebound, reset the shot clock. This is Porgier at the top of the key now. Gardner. They'll give it up to Kraut. Kraut mishandled it, lost it out of bounds. Rex Kraut trying to dribble between his legs, just lost it out of bounds. He's actually got some Russellville ties. He is the grandson to former Pope County Coroner Leonard Kraut. Going up here in the Rogers area. There's a nice little drive there by Hayes Vines, who gets the first field goal of the game, and Russellville leads it 4-0. Saw pressure in the back court. Tell you, when they got the shot clock, it's easy to see if they don't get it past in the 10-second violation, but there's a steal there by Cam Frazier. Grayson Sims will get it up to Danye. Going man-to-man, but look, they're looking to help. They do. That's left Grayson open. 3-pointer. Look, and I play help defense all day long against Danye May too, because it's going to take more than one person to stop him. The problem is you also can't leave Grayson open ever behind the 3-point line. This is Porgier giving it up. Parkington's 3 is good. That's Rogers' first bucket of the game. Grayson Cash. They have mislabeled. There was no number 5. There, he's now number 5. Grayson Sims answers this time with a 2. Nice little entry pass there by the Cyclone offense. There's a trap in the front court to get around it, going down low. They got it along the block. Easy basket for Joel Gardner. 6'5" player coming off the bench for Rogers. It's nice to have a 6'5" player, and he's not one of your starters. $18 seconds to shoot. This is Danye on the left side. 13 seconds. Isaac shakes his man. 15-footer banks it in. Cash's shoes are over there on the court because he just got faked out of them there, and Russellville leads at 11-5. Nice play by Danye May. Before I go joking about that, I'd be right there. Easy bucket there for Gardner. Danye, his shot partially blocked. He thought he got fouled. No call on it. Now we do have a foul going the other way. And that the way it always is. And Will Adele counting the basket there, says the official. He's going to the free throw line. 30-second timeout called by Coach Pennington. Russell's lead is down to 2.
This is a 30-second timeout. Hey, we want to take this time to thank our great Arvez Hoop Fest sponsors. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Height Jackson.
So far in the game, Grayson Sims leading the way for Russell with 5 points, 4 points for Danye May, 2 points for Hayes Bynes. Joel Garner coming off the bench for Rogers to lead them with 4 points, a 6'5" senior. A couple substitutions for Russellville. Achilles Patterson, better known as Tank Patterson, 6'4" sophomore in the game, and also number 20, Caleb Carter, 6'3" junior, who checked in during that timeout. Will Liddell going to the free throw line for the and one. Free throw's good. It's a 1-point ball game. Feed has bobbled around a little bit, and then finally Grayson Sims coming away with it. Whistle on the far side. I don't know what the call is. 25? There is no 25. Shot clock has not been reset. We're confused. The official came over and said 25. I don't know what the call is. They don't put up a foul, so not sure. Back to action now. Pump fake there by Carter. He missed the shot. Russell almost trying to make a steal there on the back end. Lead is 1 for Russellville, and denying the entry pass there is Patterson. Substitution for Russellville. Xavier Fox Diaz, a 6' senior. And bounce pass comes to Garner. He blew it. Could have given him the lead for the first time in this ball game. Missed it there. Sims lost it going up, and still a scramble for it. And now we have a timeout called by Rogers. With 2:11 left, save possession of the basketball. Looked like Rogers took off and just forgot the basketball after the steal, and then looks like the official said they had it long enough to get the timeout called. 30-second timeout for Rogers.
Best Sign Group and Anderson Electric. Thank you all for your support of the 16th annual Arvez Hoop Fest, presented by Height Jackson.
Russellville 1-5 on the season.
Also want to thank
Rogers 3-1 on the season.
Players this week. Thanks go out to Golden Corral, Jersey Mike's, and Smokin' Joe's Barbecue.
They're resetting the shot clock. Off the inbounds pass, they got to go quick because they got 4 seconds to cross the timeline. They do. There's Porget on the drive. It's in the corner. Back out now. This is Clay Arney. He signaled there briefly. Almost a steal by the Cyclones. Out of bounds, last touch by Russellville, and they reset the shot clock. I don't think they were supposed to do that unless they deemed that Russellville had possession of it. It's going to be a learning curve when they start that for everybody next year. All Arkansas high school basketball going to a shot clock next year. A traveling violation called on Will Liddell. Russell's led so far the entire first quarter. Rogers has had a couple possessions here where they've had a chance to take the lead. The pass, trying to kick it out, and it's been intercepted. They could take the lead here. They're trying to slam it home and missed it. And I don't know what the call is. I don't know. They grabbed the net. Offensive goaltending, I guess, because the ball was in the cylinder. I'm sure Liddell has dunked it before, but I got to tell you, he needed a little bit more hops to get up, because when he went up, you could tell he didn't have enough to dunk that one. This is Fox Diaz, needs some help, gets it over to Vines. Down left side of the lane, uncontested, and he drew the foul. Hayes, who has 2 points in this first quarter, is going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Nick Lamison picks up his first and just the second team foul on Rogers. Only 3 fouls called here in this first quarter. Free throw's good. Russell leads by 2. Second one won't go. Final minute of the first quarter. Russell looking to trap. They still got back there. That's 10-second violation. There's 25 seconds on the shot clock. That lets you know it's a 10-second call. And the officials will rely on that. Why not? If it's going to keep it for you. I was looking when they dribbled back. I thought there's only 4 seconds here. That's not enough time to do that. Worked against him there. Danye turns around, checks with his coach. So can't play for the last shot here because of the shot clock. Danye gives it up to Sims. Back to Danye, faking the 3. Which has got so many moves. Goes inside to Patterson. Patterson, nice little drive. Hanging on the iron. Shot clock's been turned off here for the rest of this quarter. Russell with a 2-point lead. Almost a steal there, and then there is a steal. Danye's got numbers. Sims, right side, 3-pointer, no go, and whistle foul called on who? I believe it's going to be on Rogers on hooking on the block out there.
Foul is called on the mound. Number 22, Jansen Garner.
Be on Jansen Garner, his first. Russell will inbound it officially, 14.4 seconds left. Danye, the trigger man, needing some help. Pass was tipped, and it goes straight to Patterson. He saves it before it goes across the timeline. All the way, missed the layup. Whistle, charge. 2 officials called it. One looked at the other one, gave him the benefit of, it's your call. He said it's a charge on Patterson. His first, second team foul on Russellville. Porget in the backcourt. Calling for it, they get it back to him as he crosses the timeline. He pulls up from the right elbow. It's good, and we're all tied at the end of the first quarter. 12-12 our score after 1. In that first quarter, Russell was led by Grayson Sims, who had 5 points, 4 points for Danye May, 3 points for Hayes Vines. Rogers was led by Joe Gardner off the bench with 4 points, 3 points each for Will Adell and Grayson Cash. Russell knocking down 1 3-pointer, as did Rogers. To start the second quarter, it'll be Rogers basketball. No pressure for the Cyclones in the backcourt here to start this second quarter. Russell did not trail in that first quarter. There's Kraut needing some help. Gives it up to Porget. Porget traveled with basketball. A substitution. Cam Frazier coming in replacing Fox Diaz. Didn't set the starting lineup for Russell, so right now it's Patterson, May, Sims, Vines, and Frazier, who just checked in for Russellville. There's Vines on the little floater. That one won't go. Porget, baseline jumper, no good. Tipton May has it. Good job by Cam Frazier keeping that one alive for Russellville. Grayson Sims, left side, his 3, rolls off the iron. Whistle foul called against the Cyclones. Be on 0 Patterson, his second. We'll see how Coach Pennington wants to play that.
Team foul number 3.
And he will check out with 2 fouls. Got to be careful between that 2 and 3. Sims also going to check out for Russellville. Marcus Jackson in and Carter back in for the Cyclones. They almost threw it away. Chased it down before it went out of bounds. Flashing inside was Kraut. They didn't get it to him. They'll take the 3 instead. May with a defensive board. Dribbling with his head up. Pass down the floor. Gets it to Caleb Carter. Nothing there. They'll swing it around left side. Vines did a good job to keep that one in Russellville's possession. Jackson backing his way in. Turnaround jumper. No. With the rebound is Garner. Right side, Arnie. Look at the double high post set the screen. Arnie was cutting through. Looked like he was open. They didn't get it to him. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Arnie at the top, guarded by Vines. Gets it to Kraut. They got 7 seconds to shoot. I don't know if they know it. Here's Liddell. He knows he's going to take the basket. His shot partially blocked, and Russellville gets the rebound. Trying to go to Marcus Jackson. He was double teamed. Just wasn't there. Russell trying to make something happen. 3-pointer missed badly. Danye is going to bring it up the floor for the Cyclones. He'll stop on the right side. There's Cam Frazier, the sophomore. Vines. Pass deflected by Kraut. Frazier keeps it in the corner. Carter open from the corner. No good on the 3-pointer. Rogers back the other way. 5:19 left here in the first half. We're all tied at 12. No one has scored here in this first quarter. I'm sorry, in this second quarter. Garner, who's there, 6'1" junior starter, gave it up quickly. They go inside to him now. Turnaround jumper. Did he bank it in? He sure did. He gives them their first lead. Jansen Garner's first basket. Rogers has a lead for the first time. Cross-court pass deflected. They get it down court. They do, not for the fast break. Shot nicely blocked there by Cam Frazier. It'll result in a jump ball, and it belongs to Russellville. You get credit for the block shot and the turnover there. Substitutions coming in for Russellville. Fox Diaz. Also Grayson Sims back in for the Cyclones, replacing Vines and Carter. Happy to bring this to you. We'll be bringing some games to you next week as the girls and boys are still separated. They'll play together right before Christmas, December 21st. We'll talk more about that at halftime, the schedules, and we'll even give you the Hoops for Hunger bracket breakdown that Russell will host right after Christmas. Danye will use the screen. Nice little fake there, and he has it at the top with 8 seconds on the shot clock. On his drive, his floater partially tipped out of bounds. It'll belong to Russellville. Shot clock does not reset, so there's 4 seconds, so Russellville has to be mindful of that. Coach Pennington gets near half court. He's hollering at his guys. The play and 4 seconds. Grayson Sims will be the trigger man. Throw it out up top to Marcus Jackson. Now Danye. They left him open. He doesn't get the shot off. They overplayed the passing lane. Any other time, Russellville had an easy 2, but with the shot clock winding down, Cyclones not able to get the shot off in time. Here's the press for Russellville. Cyclones have gone 4 minutes here without scoring. Seconds on the shot clock. Trying to get our clock situated. working back again. There's Danye on the right elbow. Missed that shot. Russell just can't buy a basket right now. Porche with the bucket. It's a 4-point lead. Rogers really hadn't been lighting it up either. I mean, but they've got 4 points where Russell hasn't scored until the end. There we go. Marcus's first basket, and he cuts into that 4-point lead, cuts it down to 1. 16-15. Porge looking to answer. He doesn't. Danye picks up the defensive board after it hits the floor. Marcus open again, this time from the right side. This one good too. Back-to-back threes for Marcus Jackson after Russell had fallen behind by their largest deficit. Now they have a 2-point lead. Thanks to Marcus. He had 15 points last year against Bentonville. 5 threes in that game. He's got 2 here. Nearing the 2-minute mark left in the first half. Oh, Frazier almost with a steal there. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Marcus will check out. Fox Diaz will be out. Vines and Caleb Carter in. Also, Tank Patterson comes in to spell Cameron Frazier. And Rogers trying to come in with some different substitutions too, all at the same time. I think they've subbed in 4 different people. 3 different groups. They get the inbounds pass to Arnie. Goes inside to Kraut. Turnaround jumper is good, and Kraut has tied this game. We're all tied at 18. Vines, double team. Somebody's open. Cross-court pass. Finds it in the corner. Danye May for 3. No good. Rebound tipped, and Caleb has it. Back to Danye. Pass along the corner. Nice catch there by Vines. Underhanded feed to Patterson. Just sort of hung in the air. Pumped. Got his own rebound. Tank Patterson with the bucket. Achilles has given Russellville back the lead at 20-18. Three-pointer there by Liddell. They go back up by 1. What a feed there by Vines. Vines with the feed to Tank. Tank's got the last 4 points for Russellville. Cyclones lead at 22-21. Three-pointer by Quinn. This one's short. May with the rebound. Unofficially, I have him for 7 in this first half. He's going to go all the way. Nice feed underneath. Patterson missed the shot underneath, though. Good feed by Danye. 42 seconds left here in the first half. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Liddell giving it back up to Gardner. Back to Liddell, and 13 seconds on the shot clock. I think he's looking at 16. I don't think he realizes there's only 5 seconds left in the corner. They do. They launch a 3, and now we have a whistle, a foul called going against Rogers.
Foul is called on number 33, Joel Garner.
Garner picked up his first.
Team number 4.
Team 4, just 7 fouls called in this first half. It's been pretty clean played first half. 8.4 seconds. Be official. Patterson will check out. Get another shooter in there as Marcus Jackson comes in. Clock will not start until Danye touches it. They don't force him to touch it until almost half court there. On his drive, shot partially blocked underneath. Marcus Jackson with the follow. Right place, right time. We've come to the end of the first half. Your Russell Cyclones leading at 24-21. Good job by Marcus Jackson, who had 8 points there in the second quarter. We're going to step away just for a minute just to do some totaling for you. We'll give you some stats. We'll also talk to you about the schedule and the Hoops for Hunger tournament coming up during your halftime show.
The first number is 647238. 647238. Anybody? 647238. Okay, we're still in the draw. Okay. 647252. You have a winner? All right. Okay, we're going to draw for one more. Okay. 647255. 647255. Good winner? No, not you, Mr. Pittman. One more. 647290. 647290. We got a winner in the back. Thank you, guys.
All right, Cyclones leading it here at the half, 24-21. They trailed by 4 at one point. Remember, 16-12. They took 4 minutes in the second quarter before they could score, and then, boy, did they. And a couple threes by Marcus Jackson. That put back there with 1 second left gives Russellville a 3-point lead. Russell finishing up a third day of this classic, which they were so far 1-1. They beat Greene County Tech, lost to Springfield Catholic by 11 last night. Next week, they'll be going to Conway and on Thursday, Friday. Take a little bit of a break because next week is finals week for Russellville High School students. Actually, all Russellville School District taking finals. And then on, I said Thursday, Friday, I meant Friday, Saturday, they'll actually go to Conway to play in the John Stanton Classic. They'll play the host team, the Conway Wampus Cats, on Friday night at 6:30, and then on Saturday afternoon at 12:30 in the afternoon, they play Watson Chapel. The Lady Cyclones during that time will actually be coming up here to Northwest Arkansas, across the way to play against the Rogers Lady Mounties at Rogers High School. That'll be on Friday. And then, finally, December 21st, both boys and girls will be in action together at home at Cyclone Arena. Both teams will be hosting Little Rock Parkview, so that'll be your first and next time to see both teams together. Now, after the Christmas break, of the Hoops for Hunger tournament. Didn't have that last year because of all COVID rules, but we're going to have it this year, December 28th through the 30th. And just about every team guaranteed 3 games. You don't get 3 games if you lose your first 2, but we'll go through the boys first since we're at the boys game. Russell will be opening play against Shiloh Christian. They'll actually be the last game of day 1. It'll be 8:30 on December 28th. They'll play the winner or loser, depending on what they do, against Pottsville and Baptist Prep. On the other side of the bracket, boys bracket, Van Buren plays Dardanelle at 5:30. And then Russellville actually going to enter a JV team because they don't have a 8th team. They're going to be playing against Atkins at 11:30. That'll be your second game of the day, your first boys game of the day, but that's the bracket there. Again, Russellville, Shiloh Christian, December 28th at 8:30. On the girls' side, the very first game of the day will be Charleston against Van Buren. That'll be a 10 o'clock game. The 1 o'clock game, Pottsville against Atkins. 4 o'clock game, Bergman against Dardanelle. Bergman always good in girls basketball. And then the next last game of the day, last girls' game, will be at 7 o'clock. The Lady Cyclones taking on Maumelle. Now, should Russellville win or lose, they'll play the winner-loser Pottsville-Atkins, while Bergman, Dardanelle, Van Buren, and Charleston on their separate side of the bracket. That's the Hoops for Hunger tournament. We'll give you more updates as we get closer to that. But what you need to know now is after this game here, both teams will be on a little bit of a break until Friday of next week when the girls go to Rogers and the boys go to Conway. We hope that we're going to be able to cover the John Stanton Classic for you, both games at Conway. We'll be announcing that on our Facebook page. That's a good place to keep up to date on what we're able to do. Or just go to Facebook and look for Cyclone Booth, and we'll be updating you on what games we're going to be able to cover. We have some other schedules always have to work around, so we may not know a week ahead of time, but a few days ahead of time we know, and we got to check with Conway, make sure they're going to allow us to do that. And if so, we will be broadcasting that Russellville-Conway game. Boy, it brings back some memories. In fact, just the other day I was talking about the big Russell win against Conway. I think it might be the last one that I remember when we were going to play at the arena, and there was a leak in the arena, so they moved it to the old high school gym, and Russellville won the game, and Andy Campbell ended up scoring like 44, 46 points, something like that. Absolutely went off in that game, and that was a fun memory. Any memory beating Conway is fun, but that was a fun one. Russellville here leading at the half, 24-21. Cyclones were led by Marcus Jackson in that first half. He scored all 8 of his points in the second quarter. And think about this, all 8 of his points in the last 4 minutes of the second quarter. A couple of threes in that last putback there with 1 second left. 5 points for Grayson Sims, 4 points for Danye May and Tank Patterson, and 3 points for Hayes Vines. Russellville hitting 3 threes in that first half. They were 3 of 4 from the free throw line. For Rogers, their scoring was pretty spread out too. However, Will Liddell, a 6'4", senior guard, he had 6 points. He leads the way for them. Alonzo Porget and Joel Gardner, number 24 and 33, they each had 4 points for Rogers. Rogers only able to knock down 1 3 in that first half. They were 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Just 7 fouls called in that first half. 3 on Russellville. The only person you could probably say was in foul trouble was Tank Patterson. He picked up 2 of those 3 fouls called against the Cyclones. We're about 3 minutes and 15 seconds away from the second half. We're going to step away here and be back to broadcast to you the second half as the Cyclones taking on Rogers and leading by 3 here at the half at Rogers Heritage High School, the Art Fest Hoop Fest Classic. All right, as we start the second half, Russellville leading here by 3. They're going to start off with Marcus Jackson, Cam Frazier, Grayson Sims, Hayes Vines, and Danye May, the original starting 5 for Russellville. Rogers, I can't tell. I know Will Liddell will most likely start. Looks like Jansen Garner, Nick Quinn, Alonzo Porget. I'm trying to see if Rex Kraut, doesn't look like he's in that 5 that are standing out there, so we'll get it in just a moment. Rogers is going to get the ball to start the second half. Remember that block shot that Cam Frazier had where he blocked it into the hand of the Mountie player? That's the last jump ball we had, and it is going to be Kraut. That's the 5th player for Rogers. This is Porget on the left side. Kraut posting up inside. Russellville fronting him. They're going to try and throw it over the top. They do. Kraut shot, turnaround jumper is good. Nice little play. Good defense there by Cam Frazier. Not much you could do there. Played it as well as you could. Kraut now with 4 points. He had to come back and help Hayes get out of pressure because he had lost his dribble. Nice feed underneath there to Danye May from Hayes Vines. Pass deflected in the front court but caught by Rogers, and their player's double team, jumps up, throws it across court. Feed underneath. Garner has 4. Took us a while to get some scoring going in the first and second quarter, but now it seems like the floodgates have opened. Russell hanging on to a 2-point lead. There we go. Coming up with the and one here in a minute.
Rogers fouls on number 24, Alonzo
Grayson
Porget.
Sims, who now has 7. Porget picked up his first personal.
The basket was good, and the line with 1 shot is Grayson Sims.
Russell finding the cutter there. Gets the shooter's bounce. All the good shooters get that bounce, don't they? Grayson's first trip to the free throw line. Got that one. He's got 8 points. He and Marcus are leading the way for Russellville. There's a steal by the Cyclones. Down the floor, Danye all the way with the layup. Russell now really getting some good buckets in transition and cutting the basket. Get some easy open looks underneath. They've opened up a 6-point lead here. Early going third quarter. Gonna go inside to Garner. Get you right back out to Kraut. Taking the 3 is Cash. This Kraut had it knocked out of bounds. 12 seconds on the shot clock. 6:10 left to play here in the third. Liddell. Now left side to Quinn. Quinn's going to take it in the middle himself with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Shot no good. All scramble for, and they can't save it in bounds. It belongs to the Cyclones. Again, all Arkansas high schools will have to play with the shot clock next year, so doing a lot of tournaments. Russell has been playing with it in the Hoops for Hunger tournament ever since that's been started. Just keeps the game going. More action. Marcus Jackson thought about it. One open. Draws a double team. Vines open in the corner. His three-pointer's no good. Kraut there with the rebound, and Liddell will be the one that'll bring it up the floor for Rogers. Tried to go inside, and Kraut's pass was intercepted by Cam Frazier. 2-on-1. He's going to take it all away himself. They thought about taking the charge. They were not going to be in position at time, and that was going to be a blocking foul had they stayed in there. Cam Frazier recognized that, saw the trailer, but he thought, I can take this myself. He does in Russellville. Their largest lead of the game here at 8.
Thanks go out to Ozark Orthopedics. Anthony Phelps,
Rogers calling a 30-second timeout here.
Northwest Arkansas Community College and the Embassy Suites.
The Lady Cyclones made it to the semifinals of the Morrilton Invitational with a huge upset of Bryant. Lost to Morrilton by 10. That game was a lot closer than the score indicated. Russellville led by 4 at the end of 3 quarters and only got 2 points in that fourth quarter. But they and the senior boys here will take a break for finals of the first semester after this game and focus on that. Ooh. Not a dirty play. We're going to get a foul called on Russellville, though. It was just kind of an errant pass and a foul by Russellville. It led to Gardner hitting the court hard, and a perfect storm there. That's the first foul called on Marcus. Good to see him get up himself, but he's on the bench now being checked on. There's one team foul on both teams, and now as soon as I say that, second foul called on Russell, and I think this is also going to be on Marcus. This will be number 2 on him.
Again, number 5, Marcus Jackson. His second.
Patterson will check in for the Cyclones. He's got 2 fouls. He'll check in for Marcus, who has 2 now. Bounce pass comes on the wing there. 3-pointer by Cash. No good. Rebound. Hayes Vines has it taken away by Cash. Cash's basket is good on the follow. Stops a run by Russellville. Still a 6-point lead for the Cyclones. Nice feed underneath. Sims to Cameron Frazier. Russell back up by 8. It's their largest lead. Rogers' largest lead was 4. Happened in that second quarter. Kind of the basket wide open. Blew the layup. Garner blew the layup. Russellville got to make them pay here. They go up by double digits with a bucket here. And now a whistle foul as Danye May was going to the bucket. He's going to go to the free throw line. He's got 8 points in this game also. He, Marcus, and Sims all have 8.
Team foul number 2.
Second foul called on Rogers. Missed that one. That's his first miss from the line. He's 2 of 3 tonight. And Porget and Arney checking in for Rogers. Missed them both. Frazier almost got an offensive rebound there. And try to get the steal. Kraut. Oh, almost a walk. Held up just enough. Quinn here looking for some help. Looking inside, but it's kind of a log jam there, and there's Kraut popping out. His entry pass is a little bit too far out in front, and it's stolen away by Danye. Right side, there's Sims open for 3. No. Clay Arney with the rebound. Sims knocking the ball away from behind, goes straight to Cameron Frazier. All the way down the floor. Here's a layup by Tank Patterson. Patterson's got 6, and Russellville has a double-digit lead. And that all started with Grayson Sims knocking the ball away from behind. Get a foul called on Patterson. That'll be his 3rd, and now Coach Pennington's got to think about that. That's 3 fouls on the team, but 3 fouls on Patterson. Danya May's going to check out. Patterson will stay in the game. Now before we inbound the ball, we have a foul on Patterson, number 4. Now you got to get him out of there, don't you? They don't get him in time. They don't get to the clock in time, and Rogers threw it away. And now Marcus Jackson's waiting to come in. They got to buzz it. So Patterson will be sitting a little while here. There's 3:13 left to play in the 3rd, and he's got 4 fouls. Marcus Jackson in the game. Danye's getting a breather. I think that's his first time he's sat down, so he's getting a breather, probably getting ready for the 4th quarter. This is Fox Diaz. Russell without that slasher of Danye May in the game. Going to look to Grayson Sims. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Hayes Vines taking it right side. Shot up off the glass and in. Vines has been able to fill that role tonight. He's got 5 points. Been able to do whatever they need him to do, and Russell leads by 12. Largest lead of the game. They're coming off a screen is Quinn. And a timeout called by Rogers here with 2:32 left to play here in the 3rd. Lamont Frazier, the head coach for Rogers, can feel it getting away from him a little bit. Russell led 24-21 at the half. The Cyclones have opened up a 12-point lead here. Still plenty of time to go in. Russell again with Patterson with 4 fouls is on the bench. Marcus Jackson on the floor. He has 2 fouls. He's the only other Cyclone with more than 1 foul.
Thank you all for your support. The 16th annual Arvest Hoop Fest. Also want to thank the Heritage High School Booster Club for providing the hospitality room for coaches and staff. Thank you to Kim Phillips for stepping up and running that this year.
Russellville trailed by 4 in the second quarter. They took the lead on back-to-back three-pointers from Marcus Jackson. Russellville has continued to build on that in this third quarter, and they built it up to a 12-point lead after leading by only 3 at halftime. Bourget gets the inbounds past Russellville. They looking to trap there. Bourget, that backcourt guy, is acting like a third defender, the backcourt does. Cash in the corner, three-pointer's good.
3-point basket for Grayson Cash.
Well, that's the second three knocked down by Cash. That stops the run by Russellville there. Cyclones lead by only 9. Whistle foul underneath. Going to get a foul called on Russellville. They're going to say it's on Hayes Vines. That's his second. And Fox Diaz will check out for Russellville. Grayson Sims, quick breather, back in the game. 5 team fouls called on the Cyclones now. Going to go inside here to Gardner. He's the one that took the big fall there in the third quarter. Got the bucket there. He's got 6. First basket of the second half for him. 39-32 our score. May, who's back in the game, gives it up there to Vines. There's Marcus Jackson on the drive. No. Frazier trying to keep it alive. Marcus in the corner. The pass to Vines, but we'll get a foul call on Rogers, just the third team foul. That'll be on number 33, Joe Garner, his second.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And bounce pass comes to Marcus. There's Danye. They clear out. Spin move. Pump fake. Whistle foul. Underneath. They got him. Looked like they might get a chance at a blocked shot there if they wouldn't have undercut him there. And Nick Quinn, not the person who was guarding him initially, is the one that commits the foul. His third, and Danye May shooting 2 here. First free throw is good. Danye hit his first pair of free throws, missed the next 2. He's now 3 of 5. He's got 9 points. Make it 10. Points for Danye May. Short-lived there. Joel Gardner with the basket. 4 quick points for him in the third quarter. He's got 8 for the game. Russellville's lead. It's 41-34. Grayson Sims, though, caught me at mid-sentence there. His second 3 of the game. He's giving Russell back their double-digit lead. Answered there by Liddell. That's his second 3 of the game. He's got 9 points now. A lot more scoring than we saw in the second half. First and second quarter. First quarter, we went through 2 minutes before anybody had a field goal. Russ was scoreless in 4 minutes of the second quarter. And a traveling violation called there on the Cyclones. Shot clock is turned off here. So they're going to play for 1 shot. And our clock's not the official one. The official one is at 10 seconds now. It's about a half second off. So the backboard will light up when the horn goes off. With 3 seconds, Liddell going to make his move. 3-pointer, no good. Danye May launches one, nowhere close. We've come to the end of the third quarter. Russellville leads it by a score of 44-37. Six points by Danye May in that quarter. He has 10 for the game. Grayson Sims also had 6 points in the quarter. He has 11 for the game. Basket by Patterson, a basket by Vines. Russell built up their lead. They had a 10-point lead 2 different times. They lead by 7 here going into the final quarter. Tank Patterson's been on the bench with 4 fouls. Jackson, Vines each with 2. Looks like it'll be those 5 right there sitting. May, Vines, Sims, Jackson, and Frazier to start the final quarter. Be Cyclone basketball as we begin the final quarter of play. Rogers 3-1 on the season. They're 2-0 in this RVS Hoop Fest tournament. Russellville 1-1. They lost last night to Springfield Catholic. Defeated Greene County Tech. Both these teams actually defeated Greene County Tech. Russellville in the first game, Rogers in their second game. That pass knocked out of bounds. 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Danye May thought about stopping there. Gave it up to Jackson. His pass tipped out and gets to Sims. 10 seconds to shoot. Hayes hands it off to Danye with 6 seconds. Got to make something happen here. 4 seconds, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Right side of the lane, shot up off the glass and missed the shot. However, we have a foul called, and Danye's going to the free throw line. He's on 23, Nick Quinn. Is that his 4th?
That's his 4th.
I do have him for 4, and that's what I was waiting to see.
15 foul.
I say he bailed Russellville out. He just couldn't keep up, and he was trying to defend that lane there, and just enough bump there. I thought we were going to get the and one. The ball almost went through for the Cyclones. And Danye going to the free throw line. Misses the first one. This is his 4th trip to the line, each time shooting 2. He's made 4 free throws. He's got 10 points. He's the second Cyclone to double figures. Grayson Sims with 11, and now Danye's got 11 as he hits 1 of 2. Cyclones lead it by 8. Here's Porget. Doesn't get the bounce there. Marcus Jackson. They could have called a foul there. Ref let it go. That's fine. They're letting him play a little bit, and now we have a traveling violation called on Russellville. Clay Arney, who has not scored, really hadn't looked to score very much. Gives it up here to Liddell, and Porget open there, pulls up from 15. And off the screen, Russellville miscommunicated, left him open. Cyclones benefit there with the missed shot, and Marcus Jackson came down with the defensive board there. Here's Hayes Vines. Marcus along the baseline. Sims catches it, shoots it. That one no good. Porcher with the rebound. Russellville leads by 8 here, final quarter of play. There's Cash. He's got 2 of those already. Missed that one. Rebound. There's Frazier wrestling it away from Joel Garner. Marcus Jack, they've been all over him since he hit those back-to-back threes in the second quarter to give the Cyclones a lead. He has 8 points all within that span of that 3 minutes. And they have been all over him since, every time he's in there. Not giving him any open looks. Under 6 to go, and now whistle foul away from the basketball. Legal screen called. Who's this on? This is going to be on Grayson Sims. The 6th foul, his first.
Team foul number 6 on the Cyclones.
So next one we'll put Rogers in the 1-and-1. I get 7 fouls and you're shooting 1-and-1. 10 fouls, it's the double bonus. You shoot 2 on those. Grayson Cash. Here's Liddell, has an opening there, and he traveled. And Coach Frazier is upset. I think he's upset that he picked up his dribble, didn't know what he was going to do with it. That put him in that bad spot because he was cut off there. Tank Patterson checks in for the Cyclones. He's got 4 fouls. He replaces Marcus Jackson. Vines also out. And Fox Diaz, Xavier Fox Diaz, number 4, is in the game for Hayes Vines. And there's a steal off the errant pass. This is Liddell. Don't foul him. At the basket. Liddell with the basket. I was saying that because Tank has, he would have fouled out of the game if he had committed that foul. And Will Liddell has 11 points for Rogers. Nice feed there inside to Patterson. Count the basket. No, they're going to say travel with the basketball. Feel momentum shifting a little bit over to Rogers. They've cut in that lead, the double-digit lead of Russellville down to 6. There's a steal by the Cyclones. Sims left him open. He's going to slash his way to the basket. No call on that, but there's Cam Frazier with the follow. That's what Frazier can do, offense or defense. He's always going to be around the basketball, and he's very opportunistic with a defensive board, a block shot, a putback there. He's got 6 points, and the Cyclones lead it by 8. That's a big turnaround there after the interception there, a steal by Grayson Sims. Liddell cut off again. That's where he traveled last time. Nice Porget, 3-pointers, no good. And there's the man, Cam Frazier, with a defensive board. Finds his outlet there, and Patterson slows it down, giving it up to Donye May. 4 minutes left to go in the game. Cyclones lead it by 8. And we whistle foul, and they grabbed Tank Patterson there, who was coming up to try to take set a screen, and Jansen grabbed him with both hands. Usually you can put one hand on him, but as soon as you put that second one on there, you're going to get called. And he did, and that's the 16th foul on Rogers. So the next one will be 1-1 for Russellville. It did reset the shot clock. It's down to 21 now, though. Sims draws a double team. Fox Diaz, left side, 3-pointer. Fox Diaz, first bucket of the night. Perfect time for it. Russellville enjoying their largest lead of the game here at 11. Grayson Cash, who's got a couple threes, will dish it off. This is Arnie. Liddell, their leading scorer, has the ball knocked away. Donye doesn't have the numbers. It doesn't mean anything. He can turn that into a positive by splitting a double team pretty quickly, but he will slow it up. Patterson now, whistle foul, and he's going to go to the free throw line to shoot 1-1 here. That's on number 22, Jansen Garner, his third. Patterson, who has 6 points tonight, has not been on the free throw line yet. Will shoot 1-1. There was only 7 fouls called in the first half. There's been now only 13. It's been a relatively clean game. Easy game to watch when it's up and down like that. Patterson misses on the 1-1. Liddell with the rebound, bounce pass, and trailing the play was Tank, and he got the interception. Not hanging his head over the missed 1-1. He trailed the play. Good job by Patterson. Russellville leads by 11. They have the basketball, and now the ball was deflected in the back court, and Patterson able to get it back. His pass deflected once again. Here comes Rogers. Liddell, layup, good. 13 points for Liddell. It's a 9-point lead for Russellville. 2.5 to go. Nice feed underneath. Frazier missed. The follow no good. And poor Shea with the rebound for Rogers. Liddell, spin move in the lane. That one's good. He's got 15 points. He's been a one-man wrecking crew here with 6 points by himself here in the fourth quarter. I think we have a warning on the Rogers bench because either the coach or the players were out on the floor and they bumped into the official. So all he said was gave him a warning. You mark it down the book. I said with 2:07 left. So that's all that was. It's just saying, hey, I could give you technical here, but I'm going to let it go. Rogers coach Lamont Frazier, he's not really letting it go. I think the official giving him a little bit here. As we're back to action. Russellville lead is down to 7. They can milk some clock. Remember, the shot clock. They milk some. They've done that here. They run it down now to 13. Give it up to Danye, and now they're going to look to score with 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Vines. Double team. Here's Grayson Sims open for 3. Grayson Sims. Boy, that's just a dagger. You milk the clock and you knock down a three-pointer. I mean, you do it both that and just build it up to a 10-point lead. Here's a Liddell and a late whistle. We're going to get a what? He's telling the bench to sit down. I think that's going to be a foul called on Russellville. Trying to take the charge, just didn't get over there in time. And the official is telling the bench over there to have a seat. They've been standing, and I think they got to watch themselves because they've already gotten a bench warning. And I think I haven't heard him say anything. I think it's a foul on Russellville. They never really signaled because of the player being down, but I think the other official came over, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know if it was on Marcus or Cam. But there's a minute 18 left. This is Will Liddell who's down. He's scored in every quarter. He's got 15 points, 6 points here in the fourth. And if he's okay, he's the one that's going to go to the line to shoot 2. If not, they can sub in anybody, and that player would shoot 2 since it's a shooting foul. That last possession for Russellville, though, they were able to run the clock all the way down, shot clock all the way down to 5 seconds, and then Grayson Sims knocking down the three-pointer. That's the third 3 of the game for Grayson. He's got 14 points. That is on Marcus Jackson. Just didn't get over there in time. That's number 3 on him. And Liddell is 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He's going to stay in the game. Not like football where you have to take him out if there's an official timeout. You don't have to. He's going to stay in the game and shoot 2. Okay, now they're going to time out.
Rogers.
And I'll be honest with you, I thought I heard him say they had blood on his uniform, but they're not. I'm looking down there. I don't see any. So they are giving him a timeout.
Thank the following sponsors for their support of the Argyle Hoop Fest. Thank you to Ozark Orthopedics, Anthony Phelps American National Insurance.
And whatever the issue is, Coach Pennington getting an explanation from the official, and he's fine with it. It's 30-second timeout here. Russell with 3 timeouts left, Rogers with 2. Cyclones lead it here by 10. Their largest lead was 11. We come back here. Will Liddell is going to be on the free throw line for Rogers. He must be a good free throw shooter because when you're behind, you usually put people along the lane, and they're not doing that. So he must be a pretty good free throw shooter. First free throw is good. If Russell hangs on here, big point in the game is when they were down by 4 in the second quarter, and back-to-back threes by Marcus Jackson, who scored all 8 of his points in the second quarter. That gave Russellville a 2-point lead when that happened. It was a huge point in the game, and then got the follow bucket with 1 second left in the first half. Russell's lead is 8, and this is odd. Rogers making substitution. That's not odd, but the odd fact is they're not. They're going to let Russell just walk it up the floor. Russell's going to take their time. Last time Cyclones ran it down to 5 seconds before knocking down a three-pointer. We'll see what they do here. They're running their regular offense, not milking time. Danye May cut off there. Gets it back out to Marcus Jackson. Shot clock down to 15. Done their job. I mean, even if you don't score, if you're milking clock and up 8, you're okay. Danye backs it back out. 9 seconds to shoot. Use a screen set by Jackson. Danye, a little floater in the lane, no good. Tipped out by Marcus. Right to Grayson Sims, and guess what? He knocked down a 3. 17 points, and that might have been the dagger, might have been the nail in the coffin right there. Credit that to Danye May, though, for getting another possession there. He tipped it out and tipped it straight to Grayson Sims. Russell leads by 11. Cyclones going to go 2-1 here at the Arvest Hoop Fest. Danye almost with a steal there. 19 seconds left on the shot clock. This is Ryan Lackey. Clay Arney looking for some space. He's going to take it inside. Gets his first basket of the game. The Cyclones going to win this one, though, 56-47. We said they go 2-1 here at the Arvest Hoop Fest tournament. They beat Greene County Tech on day 1. They defeat Rogers Mounties, not Rogers Heritage, Rogers Mounties here, 56-47 with the victory. We're going to step away just for a minute to do some totaling. We'll come back and give you the stats of the ball game, scoring totals, here in just 1 minute. Welcome back. The Cyclones win it by a score of 56-47. Don't believe we're going to get Coach Pennington for this. I always say that, and sometimes we end up getting him, but it really is a long way. He has to leave the floor and go into a couple different hallways to even get to the stairs, and so we're way up top, so I don't think that. But I'm going to hang here just long enough to tell you the scoring totals. First for Rogers, they had one player in double figures. Will Liddell had 17 points in the game. Joel Garner came off the bench for them to have 8. He was their second highest scorer. For the Cyclones, they had 2 players in double figures. Grayson Sims led the way with 17 points. Danye May with 11. Marcus Jackson had 8 points. Tank Patterson with 6. 5 points for Hayes Vines. 3 points by Xavier Fox Diaz. And sorry about that, left out Cam Frazier. He had 6 points in the ball game for Russellville. And look, all the points were important, but really when Russellville fell behind by 4, their largest deficit in the second quarter, it was back-to-back threes by Marcus Jackson that gave Russellville a 2-point lead, and they never relinquished the lead. In fact, it never got tied up again. Russellville led at the half just by 3, 24-21 on that tip-in there, or that follow shot by Marcus Jackson. Russellville with a 3-point lead. And then the third quarter happened, and that's when they exploded a little bit. Grayson Sims was 6 points in that quarter, as was Danye May, and then Russellville just clamped down on defense and ended up winning the game 56-47 to move to 2-5 on the season. They pick up 2 wins here. As we said, they beat Greene County Tech on Thursday by a score of 64-51. Lost to Springfield Catholic out of Missouri by 11 last night, but the winning here against Rogers by a score of 56-47. Both teams going to be on a little bit of a break for finals, and then on Friday night, the girls will be back up here in Northwest Arkansas to take on Rogers at Rogers. The boys will be in Conway at the John Stanton Classic. It's a classic, not a tournament, so they know who they're going to play. The Cyclones will play Conway at 6:30. We hope to bring you that Russellville-Conway game at 6:30 on Friday. We will announce it on our Facebook page if we're allowed. We always got to check with the opposing school if they'll allow us to do that. Cyclones going to play there on 6:30 Friday night against Conway, and then at 12:30 in the afternoon on Saturday against Watson Chapel. Your next chance to see both teams at home will be December the 21st as both teams host Little Rock Parkview. They'll have junior varsity going on, but the girls will start about 6 o'clock. The boys will follow about 7:15, 7:30. Once again, just to run through the totals one more time, Grayson Sims led the way for Russell with 17 points. Danye May with 11. 8 points for Marcus Jackson. 6 points for Cam Frazier and Tank Patterson. 5 points for Hayes Vines and 3 points for Xavier Fox Diaz. Once again, your final score, the Cyclones win at 56-47. Thanks for joining us.